Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all.
Best Muffin.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
People don't get to hear that. Oh, no. Keep that one in.
No. We're starting now.
All right, fine. We're starting.
Yeah.
Great.
Sorry, I was making gross noises into the mic, and Hal wanted to keep them in, but I said, let's get rid of them.
I think one gross noise people would enjoy hearing.
What's
like,
that?
It's inside baseball. No, I'm not trying to say what is the one noise.
Oh, I thought that was the episode. Well, we have a perfect guest.
Yeah, I was saying,
for
to be
that.
fair, my job is making gross noises into a microphone.
My good friend, you may know him as Reinhardt. You may know him as Dr. Samuel Hayden, among many, many other prolific voice roles. It's Darin DePaul.
Thank you for being here, Darin.
It is a pleasure. I have been listening since the beginning.
Man, thank you so much.
I am geeking out. We were talking earlier. I no longer put ketchup on a hot dog because of this podcast.
Victory is ours.
Yes, indeed. We make lives better. That's what we're doing here.
That's right.
You and I have known each other, is it 6 years? Did we meet in 2013?
Yes.
We did.
When I got here, because we live in New York, we still have our place in New York, and we decided, let's just try this. Let's come. We were theater actors, my wife and I, and we're like, let's try LA. Everybody we know is there for 6 months and comes home. It's very hard to break in. We won't do it. I was a huge fan of Thrilling Adventure Hour. We were going for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So we dropped our bags where we were staying and I was like, oh, there's this place, Meltdown Comics. Let's see what that's like. We have a day before we go to Comic-Con and we're looking at comics and in walk in you, the Bens, everybody. And I'm just like, oh, Baba, it's people I love. It's people I love. And then Hal walked in, looked at me and was like, hi, I'm Hal. Welcome. And it was this greeting of LA going, come on in.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Stay in Los Angeles.
Yeah. And then we went down and saw the live show. And you and I did a workshop, voiceover workshop together. And we're like,
so we knew, I knew that you came from New York and I knew that you were looking to break into voiceover. Which we all are. I am too.
Right.
Everybody's
and
trying.
broke
all the
in,
time.
you have done.
Yeah.
It's been very good.
We have this workshop, that was for Disney theme parks. It was the Disney theme parks guy. And, you know, the way those workshops.
Wait, the guy that voice that you hear in the theme parks?
No, he casts them.
Yeah.
He's like the
guy that
director
casts them.
for Disney theme parks. So when there's a new ride, when they need to voice match someone to do new safety copy or whatever, that's his job to go and get those people. So you sign up and then, you know, you go in an order. You have copy that you basically do a cold read of for the casting director. He's first, I'm second. And he goes in. I'm like, oh, cool. It's really cool that Darin's here. And then he gets on the mic and delivers something, whatever. I don't remember what it was. Were you doing Country Bears?
It was a British explorer.
Yes.
Ooh. I was like, oh, this is fun.
And it was so good that I almost like in the room, like poked the guy in the back and said, whoever you have doing this, you need to replace them with Darin. and then it hit me. I had to go after him.
Yep.
And you were
and you're the next guy.
And then, you know, our wives became friends. We became friends.
Yeah.
And it's just been this. We're skipping ahead a bit.
We are.
But muffins are a little bit of home.
I was going to say you're an East Coast guy.
I'm an East Coast
We're
guy.
talking best muffin today.
I'm going to talk a lot of East Coast stuff.
Sure.
Great.
Baked goods on the East Coast, I think, are generally better than baked goods on the West Coast. Because on the West Coast, we avoid them. Like deliberately in LA, we avoid, well, I can't have gluten or I'm on a diet or I'm, even this morning you were like, I have muffins. And I was like, oh man, I'm not supposed to eat those, but yeah, I'm going to eat them.
I challenged myself in 2016 because I love muffins and the same thing. I'm like, I'm going to do a year without muffins. I'm going to do it.
That sounds like the greatest, like, preteen book ever.
A year without muffins. And I did it. And
super
it was hard.
angsty.
And
you did a whole year?
I did a whole year, no muffins. And then I'm like, I'm going to challenge myself again. I'm going to do a year with no muffins, no cookies. And that was 2017. And I did it. And it was just like, this is hard. And Hal was like, you were a monster.
No muffins, no cookies.
No muffins, no cookies.
Were you going to add one to
I was
2018?
going to add no muffins, no cookies, no ice cream. And I went,
What are you doing?
Why?
I went, what? I went,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No muffins, no cookies, no ice cream. Oh my.
That is the path to a heroin addiction for sure.
Just stopping.
You're like, well,
yeah.
I have to do something.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to do some heroin, just a little heroin.
Oh,
At
man.
least it's not ice cream. It's not cookies. It's not muffins.
I do
I'll be
find
fine.
that there, I have a vice lane in my life. And, if I'm enjoying all of my vices, then I'm enjoying them all in moderation. But if I take a few vice cars off of that road, then one of those vices is just gonna become like the one that makes it all the way through. Like, well, I'm not eating carbs right now. So I guess it's bourbon, and it's just bourbon constantly, dawn to dusk.
I should challenge myself this year. I haven't made a challenge.
No, look, well, it's only January 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a challenge.
So are you back? This is, you brought muffins.
Yes, I did.
And
You
we
did,
have
which
a
was very
sample
kind of
plate.
you, and we
Yes.
thank you.
Very, very kind. Is this the first bites of muffin that you've had?
No, I did not challenge myself last year.
Okay.
So I did
Last
have a-
year you-
But I'm a creature of habit. So there's a place that I go. When I was in New York, I would walk to Union Square. I live in Union Square, and there was a place called Cozy, COSI. And they would have great bagels or muffins.
I was going to ask what part of New York you lived in, because I lived there 3 years.
I know.
And Cozy is great. Yeah,
But they're all closey now.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
It's
no.
ridiculous. Yeah, it was great. I love the bagels there every morning. I was very surprised in the bagel episode that you did not go for pumpernickel bagel.
I like a pumpernickel bagel.
I like pumpernickel
Yeah, I like
raisin at
pumpernickel.
Essa Bagel, where we live.
Oh.
One of the best bagels in the city.
Interesting.
That's around here? Or
No,
where's
that's
this?
in New York.
That's in Union Square.
Yeah.
I mean, can you get a good bagel in Los Angeles?
I go to a place every morning and I get a blueberry bagel. Because
Okay.
It tasted a little different. Their bagels aren't great.
Right.
But it had some flavor to it.
Yeah.
Their cinnamon raisin was wonderful. But I was like, let me try something a little different. So now I go every morning to this place and I get a blueberry bagel. They had this wonderful bran muffin. So I go there for their bran muffin once in a while.
Okay.
But because it's a little bit of home. And that's what I was saying. The Thrilling Adventure Hour was the muffin to me. It was this little bit of love and it was this little bit of home. Because when we came here, that was theater. Because I had been on Broadway and done a lot of theater. And
Yeah.
it was like Thrilling Adventure Hour was glorious. You guys just, inspired me. Every moment was
thanks, Darin.
joy.
Yeah.
And it was warmth and it was love from home. And then when this podcast started, I was like, well, that's the extension of that. So I listen to that and go, this is my joy. This is my little treat, like a muffin.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're happy to be your little muffins.
Do I know the Muffin Men?
Yeah,
Ooh, right here.
It lives on Drury Lane, right?
Yeah.
So let's dive into muffins. It's because you mentioned that song, Do You Know the Muffin Man? Goes back to, I did a little history dive on this, which I like to do.
I was expecting it.
That goes back to, Victorian England, to where the Muffin Man was so predominantly everywhere on the street that, he had his own, nursery rhyme made up about him. Even though the muffin was invented in Wales in the 10th century, I found out, but, became hugely prominent in England in Victorian times. But we're talking about the English muffin. And the English muffin is the two different kinds of muffins. English is, yeast based. So it's risen with, it's organically risen or, biologically risen. And American muffins, are taller and cooked in muffin tins, and are risen by chemicals, baking soda or baking powder. And, the English muffins are cooked on a griddle. American muffins are cooked in an oven. So that said, do we want to include the English muffin? I feel it's only fair to include the English muffin in our conversation about the best muffin.
Well, I did a little bit of research too, knowing that you would do research.
Awesome. I love this.
And the American muffins are known as quick breads.
Right.
And I was like, are we going to narrow it to quick breads or are we going to open it up to English muffin? Because English muffin is a darn tasty treat.
It is a darn tasty treat. So, what do you guys think? Do we include only the quick bread muffin?
We can include the English muffin. We can include it.
You say that like you're immediately going to eliminate it.
I'm not going to, listen, it's not solely my power to immediately eliminate anything.
Right.
But I think I think when you say muffin, that it's a stretch. I would put the English muffin in the toast, bagel, and roll category. And I think
because it's yeast risen.
I think muffin has come to mean quick bread muffin, at least maybe
in the U.S.
in North America.
Winner in the toast, bagel, and roll category.
It's me, the English muffin.
Oh, great. The English muffin's here.
Hi, I win again.
Will you please get fingers for your gloves?
No, I won't, because I got nooks and crannies. I'm gone, I'm quick. Bye.
He's so fast.
Gone.
Where did he go?
As soon as he was here.
That English muffin just vanished.
You can follow the little cornmeal.
The greatest trick the
Crumbles
English
in
muffin
behind
ever
him.
did was making you think he didn't exist.
The bottom of my coffee cup says English muffin on it. I should have known. I should drink things upside down.
Also, you should pay more attention to that bulletin board behind you.
The one that's all pictures of English muffins?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have. That one's on me.
All right. So we're keeping it in the mix.
We're keeping it.
We're keeping
Sure.
it in the mix. And they're two vastly different foods.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me ask you this. This is another thing. And then in your research you might have come across, because I wound up doing a weirdly deep dive into, I didn't find this debate a lot. What is the best muffin online? But a debate that I did find a lot online, is, come on guys, isn't a muffin just a cupcake without frosting?
No.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It is.
No,
It
no,
is.
I disagree that it.
You agree
on
with
that
me.
statement. I agree
disagree with him.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm playing devil's
Where
advocate.
did you go? Hold on. People on the internet, where are you going to do this? And stop it immediately. Stop it.
Look, Hal, the only difference really is sweetness level and density, which is why some of these muffins on here, I look at and I'm like, if they weren't quite as dense as they are, judging by the sweetness of them and chocolate and I'm guessing pistachio is the green one and like the sweetness factor of it, they're really just unfrosted cupcakes.
And to be fair, there is at Panera, there is something called a cobblestone muffin, which is basically, it's like a cupcake. It's a cinnamon roll muffin. So you go, it's got all the frosting and everything. And you're like, well, this is dessert.
Yeah, that is, there was a baker that said, I forgot which site I read this on, but famously someone asked, what's the difference between a cupcake and a muffin? And they were like, well, a cupcake is a cupcake and a muffin is a cupcake that you tell yourself is breakfast.
I think it's wildly different, because that would be saying that a pan of cornbread is the exact same as a sheet cake.
No.
Without icing on it, because it's the same shape. You mix things together and you put it in. It's roughly the same ingredients. So why isn't it the exact
Because
same
it's
thing?
cornbread.
So would
Exactly.
you say a corn muffin is cornbread?
Yes.
Yes. It's just shaped differently.
And
I will not be fooled.
I will throw my hat in the ring for corn muffin being near the top of the muffin list.
I will.
I'm back. I'm very quick. I will take
Oh
your
gosh,
hat.
the English muffin's back. Oh, what? We've missed you so much, English muffin.
Yeah.
What, seriously, you're leaving cornmeal everywhere though. Are you even made with cornmeal or you just dusted with it at the end?
It is. I'm very corny.
Oh.
I'm gone again. Bye.
Oh, he's vanished
Should
again.
we start with corn muffin? Because corn muffin is,
Sure.
it's something that your mother made.
Right.
And it's something that someone made with love. It's very versatile.
Yeah. I grew up in Tennessee. And I had all different kinds of corn muffins. We would have, cheesy corn muffins. We would have jalapeno corn muffins. We would have, sometimes they were a little sweetened. We were never huge on the sweetened cornbread in my house growing up, but I liked it. Like that was not how my mom made it. So when someone else's mom made it, and it was always someone's mom making the corn muffins, it was never like, no, I guess that's not true. Cause with the first restaurant I ever worked in, gosh, man. And I wonder why I gained weight as a kid. The first restaurant I ever worked in, a Mexican restaurant brings you a basket of chips and salsa. Some places bring you rolls. We would set out on the table a giant basket of biscuits and corn muffins and, like a tub of butter, like it was salsa.
And your job was like the dancers that work with a DJ at a wedding, was to go sit at people's tables and eat all of the corn.
Exactly. And just eat all of their corn
You go,
muffins.
isn't this good?
No, but man,
Let's get some ordering going in here. Huh? Who wants soup salad? Huh? Come on.
Come on, man. This was the South. There wasn't soup and salad. Who wants ham sticks? That's probably a thing, right? Ham sticks.
Yeah, sure it is. I do like them. I'll have a ham stick of an occasion.
Of an occasion.
Yeah.
Oh.
And to me, corn muffins, there's two big memories. My mother made them, but I worked at HBO in the 80s.
Did you grow up in New York or did you?
No, I grew up in Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
And then moved to New York after the Burt Reynolds Theater to become an actor and study with Uta Hagen and do a lot of improv with Groundlings when they first started there. But I was working at HBO for my day job, and there were the carts. I don't know if they're still there. I've been gone from New York. You know, they'd have coffee, they'd have muffins, and you'd go on your break, and there were these huge corn muffins, and they were so dry and they were so horrible, and I loved them.
Because they were a little bit of Florida, or
Yeah,
because
it was the thing that you did. Everybody go, we're going out for a muffin. They're awful.
Yeah.
And we go have them.
well, New Yorkers love to complain too.
We do.
So it was, let's find something that we can enjoy, but also complain about.
Since it was HBO, were they called Arliss muffins? Because people
Very dry.
Some people
Very
they're
dry.
Like, you know what? Let's just watch it anyway.
I really enjoyed that reference. Thank you.
Sure.
It was the
Robert Wool did not enjoy that reference.
No, he didn't.
Well, it was because we didn't have the cafeteria wasn't open yet. It was when we moved from the Time Inc. building to the current HBO building, so they didn't have the cafeteria open.
I see.
You had to go and search for food and blah, blah, blah. But
Midtown's not a great place for food.
certain places you can find that are little hidden gems if you know them. And that is one of them. The Westway Diner. Do you know the Westway Diner?
Do I know the Westway Diner?
8th Avenue. It was.
Is that the one that's attached to the Westin Hotel?
No. The Westway is hidden. It's an old decrepit diner, but everybody after an audition, between shows, after a show, because it's open all the time, you go to the Westway Diner and you run into everybody from Broadway or, off Broadway. And I would go there and order a corn muffin. It would come hot. It would be sliced in two and they'd have butter on it. And that was a good muffin.
That was a good muffin.
And it was the memory of that. It was, a little bit of home, a little bit of comfort.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting talking, oh, look at them. That's the cast of Wicked is over there.
I'm resisting the temptation right now to just sit here, eat muffins, and ask you to tell me Broadway stories. Because that is my favorite thing in the world. And that was a great thing about Midtown is there were a few places, and it is where everyone would go. So I had some friends who would do shows and they knew what a nerd for it I was. So, they'd be like, all right, come to this place, or, I'll take you over here and this is where you'll see a bunch of people. And, I remember there were a couple of them. We went to a bar one night, above Joe Allen. She was like, we were like, well, let's go to Joe Allen. That's where everybody goes. And she was like, no, it's not. Let's go to this place. And I was like, but that's not even a place. This is a house. She was like, that's not a house, and opens the door. And there's this restaurant that has no sign on the window that is just all of these mega Broadway stars inside. And, I love, and then, so there's that version, but then there's also like I want the down and dirty spot where you see someone who has a 2-show day. So they're not going to take their cat's makeup off. Cause they're just like, I don't feel like getting out of this whole getup and putting it back on. And you go in and you're like, oh my God, there's the Rum Tum Tuggers over there.
I did that.
Did you really?
Because my Broadway debut with Hunter Bell and everyone was in a musical of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Big extravaganza.
Sure.
And I was Grandpa Who, and it was elaborate makeup. And once they put me in the outfit during the show, you didn't get out of it. And we had 15 shows a week as opposed to 8. So when we'd have a longer break, I kept the makeup on, but I put a hat on and a coat because it was winter, and run down to the corner to grab a muffin or a soda.
And then they're like, hey, what can I get for you? Holy cow, it's a Who.
Wait a second. Who's this? Is Grandpa Who's over here?
There's a Who. Hey, Joey, get over here. There's a Who here.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look, there's one of them Who's.
Who?
Who? Yeah, no, a Who.
Who?
An actual Who.
Oh, from the Grinch?
Yeah, one of them Grinch
I love those
Who's.
guys.
I love those Grinch
They
Who's.
look like if foxes were people.
I know, right?
Those noses?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Can I have a muffin, please?
Oh, the Who wants a muffin.
Let's get a muffin from Mr. Who.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that Who's ate muffins.
Yeah. I thought they eat those berries.
Yeah. What berries do Who's eat? They have Who berries. They have Who hash, the Who feast. There is all kinds of roast beef.
Wait, what a roast beef? Hey, I already messed it up. I can't keep this up.
You got one of them? You want one of them roast beast muffins?
Yes, you want a roast beast muffin?
No, I'm a real person, and I just like a regular.
Who's a real person now?
Oh, he's a real person now. Oh, all right.
Breaking the fourth wall, I see.
In our humble diner of all places.
Oh,
Thank you. I will go to another establishment.
what's wrong with Westway?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go to Eastway now, ain't he?
Oh, sure. Go over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's laughing now?
No, I see what he did.
He got us.
I know. I was a good one. I know the who's. They love their puns.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And scene. Curtain. Broadway.
So corn muffins.
Corn muffins are high on the list.
I love corn muffins.
Because you can use them in a lot of things. You can do stuffing. You can,
Yeah.
And maybe I'm also biased because I have a brother who has a barbecue restaurant, and cornbread is like one of their things. That's their like a little wrapped foil. It's not a corn muffin, but it's a little wrapped foil piece of cornbread goes on the side of every dish, and it's just the greatest.
Muffins, well, okay, they're a little treat.
Yeah.
Again, they're a little bit of love, a little bit of joy.
Yeah.
And they're super portable. That's one great thing about the muffin is its absolute portability in a world that is, coffee in a cardboard cup and a muffin,
And my wife, Deborah Cardona, who is right now rehearsing Rent Live, as we do this.
They're doing rehearsals. They're doing the show in like 5 hours.
Yep. But they rehearse and they're tweaking because there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
But we fell in love in Florida. We were doing a show at the theater at a place called Perkins. And we had chocolate chip
I
muffins.
love Perkins.
You know Perkins?
I grew up in Knoxville. Of course I know
Go to
Perkins.
Perkins and we'd have these big chocolate chip muffins. So Deborah was like, but mention that because muffins are one of the things we did when we were first falling in love.
There you go.
Was that who ordered it? You did?
And I'm like, let's get a muffin.
And then she was like, this is the best possible choice.
Yes.
Like, you bonded over your love of the chocolate
just
chip muffin.
sitting and again, talking theater for hours and hours and hours.
I will say that's there was a
That's
time.
my dream right there.
There was a time where I thought a healthy breakfast was going to Winchell's out here.
Winchell's, the donut shop?
Yeah. Getting a giant muffin, cause muffin.
Yeah, because it's not a donut.
Yeah.
Either chocolate chip or chocolate chip.
Oh my God.
At a little carton of whole milk, which I think.
By the way, chocolate chip, that's a cupcake.
No, it's not.
How?
I think there's one there, but I looked at them
So
and I
much
went,
richer.
it is.
It's so much richer than a cupcake.
It is. Cause the cake part of most cupcakes sucks. It tastes processed. It tastes too buttery. It's too salty. This has to be a whole piece because there is no frosting on top. Everything has to go inside. So the composed bite has to be better.
Right.
The cupcakes, they expect you to either do the baller move of pulling the bottom off and making a sandwich or eating
The baller move.
it's the baller move. Ballin', Kobe, when I take a bite of it. Or just eating the top where the frosting is and then throwing the rest in the darn garbage.
I mean,
Is that fair?
no, it's not fair. I like cupcake
that's
bottoms.
life,
I
buddy.
like muffin bottoms. Are you guys muffin tops or muffin bottoms?
I'm definitely a muffin top. You seen these cheeks? We have fun. The muffin top, I like to eat, I pull it apart, I eat the bottom first, which I enjoy. Then I eat the top.
Do you say
That's
I
the
take full
treat.
bottom?
Oh yeah. I start with the bottom, I pull it off and I eat that because I like it, but the top is like crusty. So I like to eat the top second. That to me is a bigger treat. What about you?
Well, to decide muffin top or muffin bottom, perhaps we should ask J. Jonah Jameson from
Oh yes.
the PS4 Spider-Man game.
Oh yes, that's right. You're here, J. Jonah Jameson.
Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, bringing you the truth about muffins and Spider-Man because he's a threat and he's a menace. I don't believe him. I don't trust him, and you shouldn't either. Muffins. Let's talk muffins. Okay, muffin top, muffin bottom. Which one is Spider-Man? He's both! Trust me, kids. Trust me, friends. Some little hoo-ha, some yee-haw in some tights rolls around, and you want to know if he's muffin top or muffin bottom. He's both. Spider-Man.
J. Jonah Jameson hates muffins.
Yeah, I do. Get a good cake, get a cupcake, get a bagel. Now that's real. That's what a man has. A man has a bagel. He doesn't go have a muffin. Oh yeah, Spider-Man, I like muffins. I have my feelings on tap at all time. That's what I do. Spider-Man doesn't do that. And that's just the facts of me, J. Jonah Jameson. Are we still on?
Oh wait, let me hit record.
Pete! For the love of Pete's Dragon Hell! Look, what I want you to do is you fire yourself, then you rehire yourself, bring me a muffin so that I can throw them out!
I'll be right back, Mr. Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson talks about how being manly is and then throws down with a Pete's Dragon.
Yeah.
Pete's loves Pete's Dragon. Hates muffins.
Yeah.
Assumes Spider-Man is both a top and a bottom. And loves Pete's Dragon.
Yeah. Let's have a razzle-dazzle day.
This is going off the rails so quickly, and I'm so happy.
It happens. You know, it happens. At least that stupid English muffin is not here anymore.
Oh,
God.
Hey, it's me.
He was right behind me. I think I had to mention his name 3 times.
Hey, Mark, look at this. It's your wallet. Bye.
Oh, he stole your wallet.
Yeah, you know what?
See?
I took all the cards out earlier. I like to shuffle them. Let's move on to sweeter muffins.
Blueberry muffin.
Blueberry muffin.
Consider that a sweet muffin.
Yes. Yes. I think the blueberry muffin is a sweet muffin. Cause it's
Sweet muffin.
I don't know. Do you guys like a sweeter blueberry muffin or a where like the blueberries do the sweetening part of it? Or do you like the muffin itself to be sweeter?
If I'm going for a sweet muffin, I would do a banana nut muffin or a lemon poppy seed.
Yeah.
That is my jam. You're talking, lemon poppy seed is
lemon poppy seed all the way.
well, I also love, like lemon cake and lemon, like generally lemon in baked goods is a favorite of mine.
I agree. And I think that feeds into, if I'm going to have something sweet, I do want it sweet all around. I don't want the pockets of blueberry to be the sweetest part of the muffin. But I do want them to be like, they're flavor pockets, but it can be an overall sweet muffin. And then you get an extra burst because blueberries are very distinct, strong sweet flavor.
I don't know. I disagree with you on that though.
Go to hell. Oh, I can't believe that only took 4 years.
Holy cow.
This is what to swing out.
This is what J. Jonah Jameson.
No kidding.
English muffin brings.
We have a full kitchen in here right now, guys.
Goodness.
I mean, I like the mix of sweet and savory.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, I don't want it to already be sweet and then add the sweetness of blueberries on top of it.
So then do you want, cause I feel, what you were describing to me, it sounded like the muffin part is actually neutral so that you're not doing anything. Just the only thing providing flavor is blueberry, but you were saying you would rather it have another flavor. What would you want the flavor of the actual dough to be?
I like lemon poppy seed. That's just a flavor that I love. Sure. I think it works beautifully in muffins. I don't know what the poppy seeds do aside give it the speckles and you know, make you fall down in the Wizard of Oz and sleep for a few hours. I don't know how poppies work. But generally speaking, I feel like muffins are a great vehicle. And so I like a good, dense, but not overwhelming flavor as the base. And then, you know, nuts and, blueberries or bananas or other things inside. If it's too sweet, it feels like a cupcake to me. I feel like I'm eating a cupcake. Right. And I guess it's because I grew up on, this is terrible. When I was a kid, we, in addition to our wonderful homemade corn muffins, frequently for breakfast when it was those frazzled days where it's like, just get in the car, you know, those mornings. It was a bag of those. Did you ever have those? It was like a little bag of 5 or 6 blueberry muffins. They were barely muffins.
Like Hostess style?
Yeah, it was like Hostess or one of those companies that makes, like packaged garbage junk food for you.
It's that cheap, highly processed, same as like as a grocery store sheet cake.
Yeah.
It has that over processed, sugary almost, and there's like an aftertaste to it.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, just here, have that for breakfast. It was this like little bag of muffins. It's like, those are muffins. Those are good for you. That's why I guess I come at this from an angle of, come on, guys, let's be honest about what muffins are. They are quick bread. They're a sweetened quick bread made in a tin with sugar and eggs and flour. I am describing both muffins and cupcakes right now.
Well, I think that the brand that you had when you get that like cheap get and go, it's gotta be the same batter.
Yeah.
But all I can picture is like, here, just eat these muffins. I gotta drop you off and go pick up my parenting award.
Don't you dare say
No,
ill
I
things of
wouldn't.
my sainted mother.
I love your mother.
And you know my mother can cook.
No, I know she can. And I know she is a very good mother as well. But I just love that idea. Like sometimes you just have to eat something quickly and you have to learn that at some point in your life that you can't like, well, today I'm going to be kingpin and make an omelet exactly this way with chives. But I think properly crafted, like, so Darin has brought muffins here. I think we should get into them.
I think so too.
If we have any contenders here, but I don't think these will taste like cupcakes because they were made
to be
made
muffins.
like processed.
And to be fair, I don't think they're going to be good.
And they might be terrible.
Right.
Because I asked them, I'm like, I need an assortment. I don't want to buy because it'd be like 6 of, the lemon or 6. I was like, no, we should try different ones.
Yeah.
So at the bakery, they're like, oh, we'll give you these. They're a little burned.
Hey.
Oh, fantastic.
So I was talking about I'm a creature of habit. Mm-hmm. Here, when I go, if I don't have the bagel, there is a wonderful bran muffin. Bran muffin?
I'm
contender, I think.
Big contender bran muffin. This was the other thing that we would do. My mother eventually figured this out. I know this is weirdly now all about my mom. I didn't mean to make this episode all about my mom.
That's what muffins are.
Yeah.
It's love that it reminds me of your mother. It's that safety. It's that warmth.
Yeah.
And she got to where in the morning she would turn on the oven so it was hot, and we would have in the fridge a big Tupperware thing filled with bran muffin batter. And she would set out, she was like, when you guys get up, cause she would get up before us, she was like, I want them to be hot. So when you get up, come downstairs, scoop yourself a couple of muffins, and then we would just throw them in the oven. I
love it.
And those bran muffins are like, if there was a best muffin, I was like, oh, it's that one. Because that specific one for me. But that also gives bran muffins, a leg up in this, for me, because at least bran muffins are pretending to be good for you.
Yeah, I come at it like a 5-year-old, like I always do, which is what tastes the best.
Yeah.
And to me, the idea of eating a bran muffin sounds like I'm going to eat homework, but
that's the same thing that you said about dark chocolate, by the way.
Well, really, really dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's really, really dark.
Do you want to try this bran muffin?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's take a break.
And we'll taste some of these on the break, and then when we come back.
We'll taste them on camera.
On camera?
Yeah.
Hal's got a camera aimed at him.
This is a voice camera that we're using right now.
Ooh. By the way, I really want microphones to now just be called voice cameras.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break. We'll come back on the voice cameras and we'll try these. We won't chew into the mic. Don't worry, Mark. It won't be picked up. But listen to some of the other shows on our network, for goodness sakes.
Not the whole show, just the commercial for the show.
Yeah, just the commercial. Listen to the whole show later.
We'll be right back to We Got This after this Muffin Time.
You know we're going to use that a lot now.
Greetings, I am Plek Decksetter, contacting you from the Zik Squadron, which is frankly sort of crappy, but I'm here on a heroic mission with my trusty crew, C-53.
Heroic feels like an exaggeration.
Okay, sure. And Security Officer Dar.
Plek, don't put me in your stupid recording.
Well, and we're all traveling aboard our trusty starship, the Bargerian Jade. Bargy.
What? Sorry. I'm awake.
It's fine.
I was just flying while asleep.
Hey there, this is Alden Ford. I play Plek, and we are so excited to announce that our podcast, Mission to Zix, is now part of the Maximum Fun Network. Our 3rd season launches on Max Fun on March 20th. Binge seasons 1 and 2 right now. That's Mission to Zix, ZYXX.
What are you laughing at, James?
I'm laughing at you.
What?
And me too.
Huh?
Our podcast, Minority Corner, silly.
Oh, the one where we talk about topics that cover the queer community, race, feminism, and good old pop culture?
Yep, that's it. Oh, girl, we are so funny. I was just thinking about something we did.
Wait. Are you listening to me or
Me.
Both.
Minority Corner?
Every Friday.
All right. So you've brought, tell us what's on this plate.
What they had was banana nut. They did not have corn muffin, which I was very surprised because I thought corn muffin was going to be there. But this is bran. This is chocolate chip. This is banana nut, blueberry, and I think pistachio, like you said.
It does look like pistachio.
The bright green of pistachio.
Yeah.
Interesting that I feel like the corn muffin gets left out a lot. It doesn't get,
because you don't sell it commercially. You usually have it. It's a side dish. It's not a main dish. And I think that might be the strike against it. As compared to other muffins, it's not a complete meal. An English muffin as well.
How? A muffin is not a complete meal.
Sure it is. You just get a carton of whole milk and make sure it tastes like, just like you're going to be on the toilet later, but it's worth it. And then that's a muffin.
But yeah, it doesn't I feel like these all feel like breakfast muffins. A corn muffin feels like a dinner roll.
An anytime muffin.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is gold.
This is
right.
Sure. All right. Where do we start?
You guys pick.
Let's do the bran. This is the bran. This is an oat bran muffin with oat on it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's take this.
Muffins.
All right.
So we'll take a picture of that.
I'm like, oh.
All right.
Smells good.
And I'm not going to chew right into the mic.
You chew. I'll describe what we're looking at here.
The bran muffin.
So it's super brown. It's like if the 70s were a muffin. And then it's got oat flakes on the outside of it and maybe nuts. Do I see like almond slivers maybe? Mm-hmm. I can't tell. And then it's got a crust. These were, I would say, lovingly cooked extra, as opposed to, because, burnt to me means blackened and the inside is still spongy. So, Mark, what'd you taste?
Yeah, it's a bran muffin. There's that like toothsomeness to it. There's that hardiness to it. Feels like there may even be like just a little bit of whatever the sweetener is. It's not just cane sugar. It's like molasses maybe, or, something that, gives it that dark color. And so there's a richness to a bran muffin that I really like.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a little bit of sweeten. I wish it had either some raisins in it or a little carrot.
Carrot. I do love a carrot muffin.
Okay.
Carrot muffins. Yeah. Carrot muffins
contender.
Strong contender.
I thought coming into this, I didn't have any, pre-done ideas, but I went corn muffin probably because it's
right.
And now I'm going, no.
A corn muffin's so versatile though.
It's versatile, but we're,
yeah. But it doesn't get to all of the other reindeer, laugh and call it names and never let it play reindeer games. So they don't let it in the breakfast muffin mix.
Yeah. Now, Darin, you said that your second position go-to is a bran muffin.
Yes.
This is the first.
This is a different kind of bran muffin. I mean, mine is a darker, richer bran muffin.
Okay.
Where does everywhere you go, they're going to make it different. This is drier.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. But it wasn't, there's this wonderful place, Silver Lake Coffee, and they have these great bran muffins. I'm just like, oh, this is where I get the bran muffin.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a creature of habit. I wouldn't try anything else. Like, no, they're the bran muffin place.
Yeah.
This is the bagel place. This is that.
That is such a New York move. Yeah. Like here it's, I'll just go to Trader Joe's and get everything. In New York, you stop on the way because on your walk home, you've got your deli, you've got your butcher shop, you've got your bakery, you've got your produce guy, you've got your florist, you've got all these people on the way home. And then when you get home, you've completed all of your shopping and all the bags look different. Yeah. Here it's, all the bags look the same.
Yeah.
But you don't have to lug it. You can put it in the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did in New York. It's like, okay, now we're going to have to go 6 blocks.
Yeah.
Right.
With a bunch of groceries.
And it's snowing out.
You also had that lovely Union Square Market though. Oh, that Union Square Market.
It's very nice. You're making me very homesick.
I know, man. I just went over the holidays and the Christmas version is even more amazing. Anyway, listen.
So was that your first time experiencing the Christmas marketing?
Oh, no. I lived in New York for 3 years, and I would go to that Christmas market in Union Square at least 5 or 6 times during the holiday season, each year because I just love Christmas in New York. New York does Christmas like nowhere else on earth.
No.
They're the kings of it. All right, let's move on to another muffin.
All right. Should we try a chocolate chip one?
Let's try chocolate chip muffin.
Because now we're going for a little sweeter.
We'll go a little sweeter.
Is that's
this one.
This one.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I'm generally skeptical of a chocolate chip muffin because you're getting dangerously close to,
I'll take a bite and you describe what you're looking at.
What I'm looking at is a cupcake. That's covered with chocolate chips on the outside and chocolate chips on the inside. And it even looks cakier than the other ones. It looks like I'm looking at a cross section of a cake. But the thing is, I'm sure it's delicious. It's a delicious cupcake.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
If cupcakes tasted like this, I would eat more cupcakes. But cupcakes are generally, this is light on the inside, and I actually love that this was overcooked. I think the crust on the outside is great.
It was kind of burned. It was delicious. And I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. Like that one, I could definitely imagine horking down, the bottom and then.
What word did you just use?
Horking?
Horking?
I don't know. I probably used it wrong. It's a made up word and I used it wrong. Fair enough. Is that what you wanted, Mark? Am I on trial here?
No, I just love that word. I want to start using that word like, oh man, I'm going to hork that down.
Yeah.
Like when some food gets in front of me, I'm going to hork down this whole big plate of fries.
I'm going to hork it. I'm going to hork the bottom of a muffin.
Yeah.
And then enjoy the top, like crunch into it.
Some people love the Muffin Man. Hal is the Horkin Man.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I'm horking, man.
The Orkin Man.
Yeah.
From the South. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
Orkin Man?
I'm the horking man.
Is that a Southern thing?
Eat your
The
food.
Orkin Man?
I don't think it's up here, is it?
Oh, maybe.
They don't get bugs up here like we get in the South.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
and in Florida.
Palmetto,
those
palmetto
giant-
bugs down in, they get palmetto bugs in Florida?
Yeah.
Which are basically 6-inch flying roaches. Like they are monsters that they should make horror movies about.
Yeah. And we make muffins out of them.
Ooh.
You ever had a bug muffin?
Oh, I will hork down a bug muffin.
Oh, yeah. I tell ya.
Yeah, so that the chocolate chip muffin it's
delicious.
delicious, but it's the closest thing to a
cupcake.
A cupcake.
It's a dessert.
Yeah, it's a dessert.
yeah, it is a dessert. It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to concede that it shouldn't.
So
win.
are we saying is one of our main reasons this is a breakfast treat?
Yes.
Yeah, like
We're looking for that.
I like the idea that what we're looking for in a muffin is that it's a breakfast, but also a treat.
Well, there are
So what
brand-
treads that line?
You do sometimes get brand muffins in they'll give you like little brand muffin things in restaurants as well. It'll be, if you get the mixed bag, which always has the one thing nobody wants to eat that they put the most of in there.
Yeah, cantaloupe.
And then one thing of the one thing of the roll that everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
And then they watch from the side as you all fight, turn into Lord of the Flies,
Sure.
fighting over that one good roll.
Yeah, like why don't they make the bar snack mix just that little dark Melba toast?
Because that's the payload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Overwatch terms.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the payload.
That's the payload delivered, right?
Exactly.
Yes, my friend. We will fight gloriously for this muffin.
There he
Yeah, Reinhardt, what kind of muffins do you like?
Every muffin is welcome in Reinhardt's face.
I should have known.
Exactly.
Reinhardt, can you describe the 3 muffins on this plate that we still have left?
They are glorious. Oh, look at that. They're wonderful bits of joy. I love them. Wait.
Oh,
God, Reinhardt ate all of the muffins.
Payload of muffins delivered.
I wish that English muffin guy would bring us back another plate of muffins.
Yeah.
Hey, look what I got! It's English muffin.
Oh, we don't want English muffins. We wanted muffins.
Yeah.
Look what I brought! It's muffin.
You did that so quickly.
What is this? It's a monster.
Oh,
goodbye.
and he's just killed. Wow. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I was not supposed to do that.
No, it's fine. Go wash your hammer off.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is this? That's
Oh.
not at all.
All right, so we have left on the plate. Now, pistachio is not a common muffin.
No.
I don't know if it's pistachio. It looks green. So
It's
has
bright
to be.
green.
let's try it.
It's
and
either
see.
that or like mint.
And again,
If this is a mint muffin, this is our last episode.
yeah.
Because humanity is canceled?
Because humanity is
Humanity
canceled.
is canceled because of mint muffins.
I mean, it's got not pistachios on the outside. It's like a nut muffin.
Assorted nuts?
You nut muffins. Get in here, you nut muffins.
Oh, that's
Funky.
definitely pistachio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you like to describe the pistachio muffin while
It's
Al and I
really
eat the muffin?
good. I mean, it's just very, very, very kind of puke green. And you look at it and you go, I don't want to eat this. And then you eat it and go, I'm kind of glad I ate that.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the lemon poppy seed muffin, where it's a sweet, specific, uniform flavor throughout.
Right.
And I think that is one thing that this particular muffin, we'll use this as the proxy, like we'll put those into a category of muffin where everything is that very, and I put carrot in there as well, where it's a specific, unique flavor that permeates the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm still tasting that because at first, because there were nuts, it was very nut heavy.
Yeah.
And that's what you got. You're like, oh, I'm just tasting nut. But then the pistachios. What are they? Almonds or what other besides pistachio?
It looked like
the walnuts on the outside.
Yeah,
because all I was tasting was walnuts, and now it's like, oh, it's really staying in there, and it's nice.
It has sort of a cherry flavor to it as well. I don't like the aftertaste on it. I don't like that it has an aftertaste. And I also...
That's the same thing that you get with any of those muffins, I think, that are uniformly flavored throughout.
Yeah. Muffins in general are grotesque looking. They're not attractive, but within that, when you break them open, to see that green is highly disturbing.
I don't mind it because I love pistachio flavor.
Yeah.
So the second I opened that up, I was like, oh yes, pistachio muffin.
Right. For a minute, I thought you were describing like the Mutter Museum, right? Yeah. Break it open and see body parts in a museum.
All right, let's go let's move on to the banana nut. This is another classic muffin combo. I'm going to have a little bite of this. These are, I cut giant pieces.
By the way, all of these smell exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly alike, which is maybe slightly burned. They didn't charge you for these, right? They were like, we burned them. We're just going to give them to you.
Nope.
They were like double. Mm-hmm. We'll charge you more. This is our signature series. Mm-hmm. We put a nice char on the outside by answering the phone while they're baking.
It's him.
Yeah.
He's from New York. He go, well, of course. That's why they do things in Los Angeles.
Yeah, of course.
Sure, I'm happy to do it. No problem. Please like me. I'm an actor.
That was when I first went to New York when I was a kid. My mom and I were absolutely lost in Greenwich Village, and this guy came up to us and was like, "Hey, you guys look lost." And we were like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, I'll help you out." And she was my mom. I love her so much. She's like, I thought, New Yorkers were just all going to be real, abrasive and kind of mean. And he started laughing. He's like, ha, yeah, here's the thing. In the South, you guys, you're all nice to each other all the time, even if you don't like somebody. In New York, we're not mean. We'll let you know if we don't like you. I like you guys. So, I'm going to be nice to yous.
That is such a New York thing because we're always thrown together. Here's a little sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I did early on in New York was because I'd just come from working at Disney World in the 90s. There was a theme restaurant called the Jekyll and Hyde Club in which I was the creative director.
I love the Jekyll and Hyde Club.
That was me. I designed the animatronics.
Did you really?
Yeah, I wrote all the scripts and did everything.
I love Jekyll and Hyde Club.
And I have stories that I'll tell off mic. But the owner, very interesting man. That made it happen, but because he had one in the Village and he had one in Times Square and 57. And at one point he's like, I'm gonna turn the Village into a gated attraction. Can't you see it? We'll gate off the Village and we'll have someone come up and go, you sir, you look lost. Perhaps I could direct you to the Jekyll and Hyde establishment.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
He just wanted to gate off the restaurant though, not the entire Village.
He thought the Village could be, he was so into Disney and he would, again, but it would be, I'm going to make a gated attraction out of Greenwich Village.
Oh my God. And then did Spider-Man stop him?
Of course he did. You don't skate off my city. Who are you? Like some guy in a rhino suit? What's that criminal's name? The guy who runs around the rhino suit.
Rhino, Mr. Jameson.
Yeah, him. That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Mm-hmm. That's the guy.
Uh-huh.
That's the guy.
Yes.
That's the guy.
Yeah, I told you.
You don't. You told me?
Well, you asked me. You checked with me.
I asked you?
You just asked. You knew. You were just checking with me.
Thank you.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Hey, I like you. Hey, Mark, how are you?
I'm good.
To see you, pal, buddy. Do you like a muffin?
I do. What'd you think of your banana nut muffin?
Nothing much. No. And that's one you can take to your mom and tell her she'll enjoy it. This has been Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson. I like a good muffin.
Oh,
who the heck is this guy?
I don't know. I'm alive again.
This cast of characters is growing.
That's what I like. That's being a character man and being a perpetual understudy in theater.
Oh, yeah.
You have to learn everything. You're like,
were you ever a swing?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Swing is studying too many roles.
Yeah. The swing, for those who don't know, the swing is the one who is just at the theater. And if anything happens to anyone, they can run on stage and play that role because they know all of them.
I have gone on without rehearsal.
Wow.
Because I watched. And
you never get a swing rehearsal, do you?
If this was like second performance, it was a Man of La Mancha in a summer stock, And I was covering Sancho. I was playing the barber, and second performance, the guy was down, and they're like, "There's no rehearsal. You are on." And I had been watching, and I did it. It was great. I didn't know I was a tenor. I am, I sang it. It was a glorious performance. I had so much fun. People loved it. But something in life was trying to keep me humble because, in La Mancha, the stairs will come down facing the audience. And ours came down sideways for some reason. And I had forgotten that. So I came out from my bow. Oh, no. I took this big bow and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no rehearsal. And I turned around and hit the steps with my head. And was like,
and woke up and you were actually in the Cervantes world.
Yes. There were all these prisoners and I had to reenact things. Strangely enough, about muffins.
Tell us more of these.
Tell us more of this.
That you love this treat. Share the joy of this story.
Postscript, by the way, that muffin was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad. The one we just ate.
The banana nut?
The one we just ate?
It was nothing.
I didn't mind it, actually. I like a banana nut muffin that isn't punch you in the face with the banana flavor.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't mind it. It was very mild.
Have you ever had a banana nut muffin with actual pieces of banana?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I haven't.
That's the version that I'm thinking of, like, not where it's like pureed into the batter, so everything kind of, falls in that category with, carrot and, poppy seed and pistachio, where like, it's more like a blueberry muffin where there are chunks of banana in there, and I love those.
I want to eat the banana's corpse instead of its ghost.
Ooh.
When you just have the essence of it, like there's a whisper of a banana who once lived.
So you
should write menus.
You would pork down that banana.
I would pork down
that banana.
Yeah. I want like the chunks. I want to know a banana died in my muffin.
All right,
ultimate sacrifice.
Let's move on to our final, which is
a blueberry,
which is it is a definite contender.
Yeah,
one of the traditional classic.
What is on the outside here? Is that like a
dusted with sugar?
Dusted with sugar,
or maybe just dust.
It could be dust. It could be the
really
old.
This could be dust.
All right.
I should have. If I'd been a good friend, I would have gone to a proper bakery.
This is wonderful. Oh, come on!
Gotten like really great, lovely muffins, and
you know what? This is the muffin that most people will get. So this is what we should use to judge it. And whatever's on the top of this, I think somebody just forgot and put flour on it. It is not anything that has any flavor at all. It's just weird texture.
I like it though. That's one thing that I love about a blueberry muffin is that it has multiple textures and multiple things going on. This one's nice. The muffin itself is not too sweet. It feels like to me this is the quintessential Americana muffin is the blueberry muffin. You've got little bits of blueberry in there, but it doesn't make the whole thing. It's not overwhelming. I like that dusting on the outside.
Basket. When they're welcome to the neighborhood or congratulations.
There's always blueberry muffins in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There have to be. And if you send one, it's probably going to be a bunch of blueberry muffins, right?
Because if you sent a corn muffin, would they go, bland?
Yeah. Or they go, why did I get a side dish?
Yeah.
Did they steal this from a Red Lobster and they just sent them over?
Something. Yeah. I think you do need to have something to go with a corn muffin.
Right.
Whether it's opening up and putting butter in it or
jelly.
Apple. Yeah. Apple butter. I love apple butter in a corn muffin.
Apple muffins.
Apple muffins are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. The official muffin of New York State.
Right. There are official muffins. There was,
Minnesota's official muffin is the blueberry muffin and, Massachusetts' official muffin is the corn muffin.
And Pennsylvania's is horse poop because that's what we eat when we win the Super Bowl.
I'm kind of glad that you guys aren't going to win the Super Bowl again this year, which means your city will stay intact.
The Eagles are swing this season, so if either of the teams get sick, they get to go in and play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Was there a place in Philly that you used to go and say, this is the definitive muffin experience?
No, I didn't really get into muffins until like college and beyond, until moving out here. I was always if I'm going to have something in the morning, it's a bagel. I'm going to go get one because East Coast, that's plentiful. And in Syracuse, there was nothing. It was just like cereal. There were no real bagel places.
In the title.
Yeah.
Cereal cues.
That's right. We're cereal cues. Yeah. That's right. Captain Crunch was our dean of admissions.
You did well on your placement tests.
How are the students doing?
They're great. That's my dean of students, Tony.
Mark, who are you going to be from the cereal universe?
I'm the janitor.
The janitor.
but I'm the cool janitor. Enjoy Honey Nut Cheerios. Because bees are busy. And the custodian. Oh, forget it.
No,
I'm not good at this.
No,
which cereal guy are you working at the University of Syracuse?
It was perfect.
Thanks, guys.
And you didn't do the inconsiderate ethnic route and do the Lucky Charms leprechaun, which is like the one.
By the way,
how is that still a thing?
Look,
how is he still?
Hal, in 2019 in America, the inconsiderate ethnic route is far too well trod a path.
Fair enough. That's
so.
Fair enough.
I don't need to add any more footprints onto that path.
Bless you, sir. Bless you. So is there any other muffin that we have not eaten or talked about that really deserves serious consideration?
I mean,
because I think we're at the point where we need to make a decision.
Yeah, top three. And I feel like we've narrowed it down to, I know that we have two of the three. And that's the corn muffin and the blueberry muffin. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
What is our third that we will go in and say, is there a third? Are we just adding a third to add a bronze medalist?
Well, tell us why the lemon poppy seed should be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The lemon poppy seed is.
And a bran muffin.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, I think it's going to be.
I'm going between the two. Let's have a debate.
I think the lemon poppy seed muffin is, but it could just be personal taste. I think it's just delicious. I just like them. I enjoy the flavor of them. They're a nice little sort of fruity perk me up when I have a muffin. That said, I think it's tough to put that above the bran muffin as, like I said, my favorite all time is a bran muffin, but that's my personal, family Tupperware, make it yourself in the morning muffin.
But isn't that that's what muffins are. Again, I come back to it. It's that reminder of being home, being safe, being comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's what you are comfortable with. And bran muffin does that. My mother made corn muffins and bran muffins when we were younger. She didn't make the blueberry muffin.
Right. And the blueberry muffin's a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But it was always, you got a corn muffin or bran muffin. They were delicious. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
And they remind me of, that time of being safe and warm. But blueberry is.
My stomach is growling. I don't know if you can hear that. My stomach just went.
Muffin?
Yeah.
You said muffin and my stomach went. What do you think, Hal?
I think it's not corn muffin because I don't think corn muffin is as versatile.
Yeah.
As any of these other ones.
As a Southerner, I really want corn muffin, but I
thought
can
corn muffin would win.
Yeah.
I came with no preconceived notion, but I'm like, it's definitely going to be corn muffin because it can do so much. It's so prevalent in our society. And I agree. We can put it.
It's a side dish.
Yeah.
But if it's between bran muffin and blueberry muffin, I was like, I wasn't even thinking bran muffin, but now that it's just sticking in my head and a bran muffin feels like home.
In the strawberry shortcake universe, there is a blueberry muffin. It's one of her friends. There's no bran muffin, but I feel like if there were a bran muffin, it'd be the person who's like, instead of going out and playing, what if we all stayed here and did math homework?
No, see, hold on. If there was a bran muffin, I feel like that would be the one that when everything was going wrong for strawberry shortcake and her friends, they would run to bran muffin and bran muffin would hug them all and tell them it was going to be okay.
Okay. That's because it's a home. That's because that's your childhood experience.
Right.
Right? If you were to extract that, which is hard to do, either of you, would you still pick the bran muffin number one just on the blind criteria of maybe overall taste, its ability to serve as a breakfast and a snack? Is it more versatile in those ways than any of the other ones? And if the answer is yes, then we have our answer. But if not, then it might be one of the other ones.
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
So we're going between bran muffin and blueberry muffin.
Yeah.
For our ultimate
best muffin. Yeah.
This is painful.
I know it's hard.
This is painful. I'm glad you didn't do what, like Weird Al, get rid of one.
Right.
I heard that was like, oh no, don't ever put me in that
situation. The round robin elimination.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, don't do that. Cause I'm going, if you're going, I love a bran muffin. I don't have blueberry muffins that much. It was very good. But I'm going, if you're going for the ultimate muffin experience, will people think, oh, well, blueberry, that's my go-to. Because it's got both. It's got both flavors in it. It's got that taste of home.
Right.
People make them at home. They make them with love. It's, again, if you got a bran muffin in a muffin basket.
It's probably the last one you eat, or is it the first one you eat? Somebody else.
For me, it'd be the first one.
It'd be the first one.
Also, the bran muffin is the one that is least like a cupcake.
And that's really what you like about it the most.
That's one thing that I like about it is like muffins pretending to be healthy. Mm-hmm. At least the bran muffin is actually putting its money where its mouth is and is a little bit better for you if it's going to be your only breakfast.
And blueberry muffins tend to be really juicy. Like they've always got like a moistness to them. And if you don't, a cake, the worst thing a cake or bread can be is too dry. But the second worst thing is sopping wet.
Right.
And you almost always get that like, boy, I wish they had somehow dehydrated this just a little bit before I had it.
Right.
With a blueberry.
And we're not going for which one tastes the best. Right. That's not the only criteria. This is a breakfast.
Which can surprise you the most? If you know what you're going to get when you get a blueberry muffin, bran muffin is versatile. Mm-hmm. They can add a lot to it.
That's
sure,
true.
You can get cranberries and nuts and all kinds of little things inside a bran
raisins.
muffin. Mm-hmm. You really want these raisins in it.
I do. I saw when we picked up the pieces of bread, I was like, oh, that looks like a raisin. It was a blueberry. My heart was broken.
I'm sorry, Pumpkin.
Into a million pieces.
This is tough.
Tough.
I'm leaning toward the bran muffin because I do think that if it is going to be your breakfast, maybe this is all pretending that it's healthier and it's not really all that healthier, but at least it's trying.
Yeah. Look, I'm comfortable with the bran muffin. I just wanted to throw it out there to make sure I want us to make the right decision, as we always do.
Yeah.
But I want us to make it for the right reason, Mark.
Yeah.
I just want it to be watertight. I'm satisfied if
Darin, what do you think?
You are.
I did not think we'd come to this conclusion.
No, neither did I.
I'm thrilled by it because it made me re-examine the joy of bran muffin. I was surprised. That we came to this. I'm surprised we went down this road to begin with.
Yeah.
But the end is surprising and delightful.
Yeah. Well, people of the world, the bran muffin is kind of like New York City. Here's why. It's all these different ingredients that you might not even expect to work together, thrown in to a very small, that I'm getting the hands under the chin from Darin, but also from Mark, our two New Yorkers. But they're all thrown together. It's a surprise what's going to be inside wherever you go. It's a little different everywhere, just like the different areas in New York City. But as a whole, it comes together and it's pretty great. Also like New York City.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it the best muffin. It is really versatile. The one we had was really plain Jane, but tasted great. If it had golden raisins in it, like I really wanted.
Like New York City.
Yeah. Just like golden raisin and carrot. You can put so many things in it to make it sort of whatever you want. And that makes it you can't do that with a lemon pop. You can't do that with a blueberry. They are bound by their primary ingredient. The bran muffin is kind of a tabula rasa. It can be the home cooked muffins that your mother made for you. It could be your morning muffin. It could be the one I just tasted here, and they're all really good. It's a solid muffin, and that's really what makes it the best. It's the workhorse muffin. Asked and answered.
Darin DePaul.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
I have been listening since the beginning.
Oh man, this is such a treat.
Thank you for that
and
too.
I was glowing with happiness watching that People of the World. This whole afternoon has been an absolute delight. You don't know. I've been just, such a fan of the show, such a fan of you guys.
Thank you.
And, thank you for bringing me joy.
Well, we are huge fans of you as well. And our audience, is fans of you as well. So please tell them where to find you.
Oh, I'll just come to your house and say thank you. I'm Darin DePaul on Twitter and Instagram. I post mostly on Twitter. I'm bad at it. I'm getting better. When there are things, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I have a lot right now. 3 Below is on Netflix, the Guillermo del Toro animated show, and we'll be doing more Overwatch.
And you told us a thing that we're not going to say that we're all very excited about.
Can't talk about
as we walked in, he told us a thing and we were like, oh, that's so awesome.
I love hearing secret. Whenever I see Darin, this is a testament to his talent. Two things help you. I have 3 fingers up. 2 things help you work in voiceover. One is being really, really good at it. 3 things actually: being good at it, being quick at it,
Spanish Inquisition,
and being. But four things. The 4 things. Four. But the third thing is being a good, nice person who people like working with, and that is Darin that is the heart and soul of Darin. So I always love when I see him, when we have dinner or whatever, because I know I'm going to hear about something new that he's doing that
you can't tell anyone about.
That either I can't tell people about or something he's just done that's out, just working all the time. What are some things? I mean, there's Overwatch, Doom.
What is out? Doom is out. Episode Arden, the Final Fantasy 15, my chapter is coming out. It's a final chapter, and that will be out in March. In February, Crackdown 3. Mm-hmm. In April, there's a couple things.
Anything you love from games or comic books or anything, Darin's footprint is there.
It's been look, it could have gone the other way. I have had a great run. It's a hard career to break in. Everybody has been so welcoming, and I've been very lucky. And it being a big nerd and,
Well, you got a well-deserved opportunity that you took full advantage of.
This is a wonderful step on my journey, being welcomed by you when I first got here.
Oh.
Coming to see you guys in the show and just sitting there going, this is glorious. To now sit here and just like a muffin, just go, this is a little bit of love.
Oh, man.
Made me feel safe and warm and happy.
Thanks so much, Darin. Well, we really appreciate you coming on the show.
And you are welcome back anytime.
Anytime.
Please do come back.
Just like me. I'm back.
Oh no!
Muffin's back.
I thought that you were killed.
Yeah.
There's never stopping a muffin.
Yeah.
There's never stopping a muffin. Indeed. This topic is closed, but there are many more to discuss. So please reach out to us on Twitter at We Got This Tweets, or check out the Maximum Fun subreddit. And
you can be just like Greg Otto, who suggested this topic to us. Did he do it through Twitter? Did he do it through Reddit? Who knows? Did he do it through our email? We got this podcast at gmail.com. I don't know. Maybe he was on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/We Got This Podcast. Those are 4 good ways to do it. Or hey, if you see us on the street, yell it at us, but kindly. We are frightened easily. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, QA engineer Jen Elba, and graphic designer Uri Kelman.
And thanks as always to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song respectively. And thanks to you, our listeners, for giving us an opportunity to sit here and pet this strange little English muffin man that is now biting both of our feet. All 3 of our feet. Oh gosh, how does he have so many mouths?
Yeah.
There's no stopping a muffin.
For Hal Loveland, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Loveland. And don't worry, everybody.
We got this.
We got this.
Best muffin. Best muffin.
So that way there are 2 choices. Now you do one.
Best muffin.
Perfect.
That was a dead-on Hal, too.
He does it all.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.